This is a trading update from TradeStrat. Today is March 12th, 2014, and we're looking at a daily chart of the S&P E-mini futures with the dynamic support and resistance indicator on it. Had this break to a new high. I stayed out of the market here for the consolidation, but I jumped back in and did well in this pullback. Let's go to the been trading the Russell. Here's the 640 tick with basically I'm just using my support and resistance indicator and the CCI trendline break, and also the higher time frame CCI trendline break. I do look at volume and other things like that, but today I noticed we were marching up to this gap fill, and one thing I like to do is work with lower time frame charts when I'm actually trading. So this is the 640 tick. It shows me the turns really nicely. I'll go to the 1 minute TF, which actually has my trades on it. Saw us approaching the gap fill, and I'll probably make this a part of the indicator. I drew this in manually, but it's a good thing to always know where these gap fills are. I trade gaps in a different way. I don't trade anticipating a fill. I trade the bounce off of the fill. So I got in. I've never done it this tight before. I got in right at the top here. I don't know if you can see this triangle. 1184.2. The high was, I guess, 3. It's hard to believe, but I just saw this begin to bounce off of here, and I noticed the volume changing direction into mostly selling, and I got in, and it moved so quickly. I have an automatic target at 5 ticks. I only got to fill on one contract. 5 ticks, and I was out before I even knew it, so that was a bit of a mistake. I should have carried this down for at least a point. That's what I usually do. I try to get 5 or 6 ticks and also a point. Same thing down here. We bounced off this intraday level. This is a CCI trendline break. You can anticipate these. Right here you've got this trend line, and you can see the average coming back up and getting ready to cross right here. So I knew that was going to happen, and that also gave me confidence to get in here. Same thing was happening here. We had this trend line forming, and I knew a trendline break was going to happen, but I also saw the volume changing here. Got in for a quick 5 ticks again, only one contract. At the opening opening range here, I shorted 2 contracts here. I got out for just a few ticks because it just didn't seem, it had trouble going lower, and that's a bad sign. This one I goofed up a little bit, got short here, got out for 5 ticks, but I also had my other contract. I moved the stop to 5 ticks to a break even, basically, in case we didn't travel down all the way. So that was a break even trade. And then last trade of the day, right after 10:30, we had the CCI break. I wanted to really watch what was happening up here because we'd come up here a few times. And right at this last push, I got in for 2 contracts, got out for one for 5 ticks, one for 10 ticks. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to learn more about the indicators shown here, you can do so at tradestrat.net.